Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the Road to Glory, and today we've got a little bit of an update on the auction house. Things have started to get a little bit better, but in general they are still pretty fucked, so that is super frustrating. But as you can see here, I've actually managed to get a lot of my jerseys up in the auction house, selling them for 750, and then some of the newer ones which haven't been up yet, I've been putting them up for 750 and 1500 on the buyout, and some of them have actually been selling, which is quite nice to see. So a lot of them going for 750, and I think that is just because the auction house, of course, it is still broken. So all of the old buyouts that have already been taken, that have already been sniped, are still showing up. As you can see here, there's no way. Oh, someone got, that's actually quite recent, but someone got an AD for 3k. That's crazy. That's a lucky guy right there. But yeah, all of these are dead, obviously. So people don't really know what buyouts are there and what buyouts have already been taken. So something like this Oscar Robertson, you can bid on it, but there's no point because it's already been bought, which is super frustrating. Like, I don't know why they still haven't fixed it, but some progress at least. You can actually bid on items. Now, I don't actually want to bid on anything, so let's just go to the NBA draft lot, and let's get rid of all of these ones that have already ended, and let's try and find something that we can bid on, because there should be some around here somewhere. Maybe Jason Tatum is going for like 100k, so I don't really want to buy him. Let's stick a bid on this. So there you go. Oh, of course someone's already bought it, but the bids go through now, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You can bid on cards, which is great, and it actually does make a big difference, of course. So let's try and bid on something for 500 just to prove my point. So LeBron James, okay, we're not going to prove my point. But basically, you can now bid on items. You won't get the error code. You don't have to spam through that error code to get a bid on item. However, the error codes haven't gone away completely. If you want to come down to your auctions, you have to go through all of these error codes still to try and get any money back from auctions, to try and get any sold auctions, or to get any expired auctions back into your auction house. So that is still super frustrating, but as I will demonstrate here, eventually it does go through. You just have to keep on spamming it. It's super frustrating, it takes a while, but I had it at 50 earlier, and I managed to have the patience to get it down to 0, which obviously got all of my items back into the auction house, and there we go. We got one through, and then it kicks us back with the error code again. Sometimes you do get lucky, and it lets you do 2 or 3 at a time before it kicks you back to the error code, but yeah, we weren't lucky on that. And the same with sending things to auctions. You can see there, it did one first time, but then straight back to getting the auction the error code. So that's super frustrating. So that part of the game is still broken, along with all of the old buyouts already still showing up in the auction house. And then this over here, as I will demonstrate in a second, is also broken. So you can actually send them straight to collection. That's not a problem at all. But if you want to put it up on auction, I can't remember how much I had this one up for, but we'll do that. Yeah, you're just going to keep getting an error code. It does keep the amount you put in the first time, which is good. So you can just keep spamming it, and eventually it will go through. That was quite quick on that one. Usually it takes a lot longer than that. So yeah, still super frustrating. Still super broken. And I'm not sure if the auction house is ever going to recover, to be honest, because everything is so up in the air. Prices are just all over the place. You don't know how much cards are selling for, because you don't know which ones have been bought out and which ones haven't, which is super frustrating. So the only way you can really tell is by going for cards that only have an open bid on it and they don't have an actual buyout, and seeing what sort of prices they are selling at. So we've got this Jason Tatum here. I believe that will have a bid of 100k on him. This Derek Coleman doesn't have a bid of 12,000. That's surprising. Of course, we managed to get him for 500 MT, so we did really good getting him. This Jalen Brown, there you go. He's got a bid of about 20k, so he sells for around 20,000 MT by the looks of it. And speaking of that new set, I did actually go out and pick up all of the diamonds. So I bought them all for 2,000 MT. We set the filter and went right to the end, right to the 3 hours, 59 minutes. And thankfully, we managed to pick all of them up. Now, I picked them up just because I might do this set, just because it is a token reward. But at the moment, this is looking like a very expensive set. So far I've paid like 10k, because obviously I've got that Derek Coleman for super cheap during the glitches. So we've got Jalen Brown here, as I said, coming in for about 20k, so 30k so far. Jason Tatum, I believe, is going for 100k. I think I saw some earlier, definitely going for over that, and it looks like, yeah, he's selling for 100k, so 130k so far, and we haven't even got to the Galaxy Opals yet, so this is going to be an expensive set. We've got Karl Anthony Towns coming in at around 50k by the looks of it, so that puts us at 180k. We've got AD coming in at 350k, so we'll say roughly 500k so far. Oscar Robertson 100k, so 600k. Lonzo Ball coming in around 200k, I think. Yep, so 700k. And then we've got Hakeem the Dream coming in at 200k as well. So about 900k to complete this set for 500 tokens. And you're locking in cards that they're going to be usable, but I mean, like someone like Oscar Robertson, really, I don't think people are going to be using this card. Lonzo is a good card, but his release is a little bit meh. Hakeem is an incredible card. AD is an incredible card. So I guess if you think of it like that, like you'd have your power forward and your centre sorted, and then you'd be able to get another Galaxy Opal from the token reward board. So that's not too bad of a deal. And of course you get Jason Tatum as well, which is a very, very nice card. 99 offense, of course, and obviously limitless and deep range on this card as well. Very, very nice card. Very well-rounded card. Can speed boost, got great defense, great speed, great shooting. There's not much that card can't do, but yeah, it's a little bit expensive at this point in the game, especially when I am trying to go for these 3,000 tokens. So, as I showed you yesterday, we did pick up this James Harden for 100k. We got a little bit lucky with him. I think his price has recovered a little bit. And then I am looking to get a Derrick Rose as well for 100k, which we definitely should be able to do. We just need to get the funds up, which hopefully selling all these uniforms will get me up to that level. Paul George's price has been all over the place. I wish I had the MT yesterday to bid on him, because he was selling for around 400k, and as you can see here, he has gone way up and is back at 600k, which is mad. So hopefully 2K do something like they have done with other expensive players, just to bring his price down a little bit. Like Carmelo's price was super high, they dropped a locker code for him. T-Mac's price was super high, they dropped him on the triple threat online boards. And then obviously you had people like this, MJ was super high in price, they dropped a locker code on him. So they do know which cards are super, super expensive. AD was super expensive, they put him on the triple threat online board. So hopefully they do the same thing with PG, and we will be able to get that, because we're getting close to getting that Shaq and those 3,000 tokens. So yeah, a lot going on. Has anything else sold? No, it hasn't, but we've still got a little bit of MT down here. We've got a lot more uniforms still to sell, which I will slowly get up throughout the day, because you've got to fight through the locker codes to get them up, which is frustrating. And we nearly have enough for one pack, which I will save up to get an NBA draft pack, just because these pink diamonds have good value. Like Jason Tatum going for 100k, that's mad. Obviously the diamonds have no value at all, and there's not actually a guaranteed pack, is it? Damn, the guaranteed one's 15k. That's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I've been playing a bit of Pro-Am, just because you can't really play my team, which is super frustrating. But for today, we will go and put in the locker code from a couple of days ago. The one that had the Galaxy Opal, Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, I believe. This was for the finals performance. And I do believe the servers are stable enough now that they should be able to hold a locker code. Like I said, the only error codes you're getting at the moment are ones that are coming from the auction house. So the actual servers themselves, going through menus, that's all right, which is a nice change, it has to be said, because the last few weeks they've also been bad. And let's just get this in, and I believe I am not going to be aiming for the Galaxy Opals. Of course, it's impossible to know what actually sells for the most, but I think there's a Steph Curry on it, and I think there's a KD on it. So let's have a look. So we've got Galaxy Opal, Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry. Not going to go for either of them, pretty sure they'll be dead in price. I really want either that Steph or that KD. I think they're going to be the two big hitters. So Steph, KD. So guys, of course, my capture card did just crash at the exact moment we were putting down the ball drop on that locker code. So at least the servers didn't crash. It was just my capture card, but that is super frustrating. But we did manage to get one of the best ones out of the bunch. We've got Pink Diamond, Pascal Siakam, 17 Hall of Fame badges. That is what I'm talking about. For free, that's not bad. I was hoping for either KD or Steph, but this card looks pretty decent. So let's go and have a look at the auction house and see if we can actually get a kind of grasp of what his price is. Of course, this was the 98 one we got, not the 96. And it looks like he's selling for around 20k, so I'll take that. A free 20k MT, that's not too bad. As we are looking to build up our funds to go and get that Galaxy Opal Derrick Rose, any bit of MT is definitely worth it at this point. So that's super good. We can manage to get a good drop out of the locker code. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been that Diamond Kyle Lowry, and I'm pretty sure he would be discard at this point. So yeah, in the next couple of hours, and hopefully they do complete fixing the auction house. Like I said, they've fixed the glitch with the bidding, which is good. It's a start, but they've still got so much work to do. They've still got so much to do, and another one sold for 1,500. Damn, these jerseys are selling big time. I think it's because people don't know what's sold or not, so they're just clicking buy it on anything. I saw a Diamond Rick Smits earlier, which sold for 100k. Like, someone got so lucky with that. So yeah, that's the plan for the next couple of days, getting through all of these jerseys. Hopefully the auction house fixes itself, and even if it doesn't, we will be able to pick up a Derrick Rose, and then we'll just wait for next week for KG drops, and then PG whenever his price eventually comes down. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.